righty, and we're live. All righty. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David? Early start today, as I am going to need to disappear early-ish. So I thought early is better than not at all. We're continuing our work on... How is this useful to me? Put that in the bin. Bin bag needs to go out. Yeah, we're continuing our work on the Mustang now. There are 2 shades of grey we need to use. Any references to 50 grey shades will be ignored. Now we've airbrushed on the first dark grey. There are, of course, the little touch-ups. That's fine. We now have a different grey, which we will now do. Alrighty, now first things first. When I woke up this morning, oh God, I'm at it already. And we come. Oh, no, I can do it like that first. Now, here's our work from yesterday. I've already unmasked. There's a couple of little spots I need to do. Now, I want to get a bit of a toothpick into there. I'm not sure if that's just tape there. I think it is. And I missed a spot here as far as for taping, but that's an easy fix. Particularly as I think the only area I missed actually is a thing of, I think it goes black there anyway, or very dark grey, so it's not going to matter. All right, now, this is the tape I removed. Why is this here? Is this helpful to me, people? Oh, for fuck's sake, Rob. I didn't do any tidying up. That's quite glaringly apparent. I ask you, people. I ask you. Now. Oh, hey, Sharky Lucky. How you doing? Now, our next colour, and what we're going to do is have a bit of a goosey gander at which areas we might airbrush. Now, F, which is this very dark grey. Actually, wait, first things first. I'm doing it all a bit clumsily, I think. Give me a moment, guys. Let me just get into the desk first, shall we? So I'm not stretching out and doing my back in. Who would have thought that was a good idea, eh? Cool. This is a car, mate. To be more precise, this will be... I can reach. I'll show you the body, the hull. Can you identify? If not, no, I can just cut to the chase. It's going to be a Mustang, mate. This is going to be a Boss Mustang 1971 to go alongside Mustang aircraft. I'll be getting back on the P51B tomorrow. Now here's our interior of our wheel rims done. Get them out the way. Okay, now we're looking for F, I believe was the drill, as a colour. The temperature's gone down, but it is still really warm, and pretty unpleasantly so. Now, F, which to my understanding is the 50-50 thing with black. Yes, it is. Right. Now, height. All right, now, to my understanding, here we go. I'll bring you around, shall I? Around the outside, and zoom in a little so you can see what I'm actually looking at. Now, you've got to let's have a bit of a zoom because of the way it goes through. Oh, coffee time is that. What car do I own? Ha! I own a Subaru XV. Right. Now, this is hand brushing stuff. Because we've got F on the steering column, I guess that would be. Yeah, that's the indicator stalk and light stalk. They're also suggesting F for the middle of the cross beams of the wheel, but I think I might actually do that as straight black. That's my take. The bulk of the dash would appear to be black. We've got decals to go into there. It would appear to be this dark grey colour. Sorry. Now, however, there's a bit of masking we will need to do, I should think. Yeah. And this will be blue tack time. Yeah, my only issue with the XV is, and that was actually part of the reason I did get it, was the reliability factor, to be honest. Now, all right, I'm just having a look at the layout for things here. All right, okay, yeah, blue tack time. Blue tack time. Dee-dee-dee. Don't know what I'm trying to mimic there. Never mind. Now, yeah, my issue with the Subaru XV, I didn't finish explaining. Sorry. And this is purely me being very silly, as you do, certainly as I do. Is in the name. You see, to me, XV is Roman numerals 15. What's this XV nonsense I say? Now, if people wonder why this is an issue for me, it's twofold. One, I study Latin. I have thoughts about this, strong thoughts. Second, as a rugby player, I've played in many a first 15. Well, not many, but I played first 15 in a few, quite a lot. I have strong thoughts about those XV numbers. So yeah, but it's a Subi and it's a good, reliable car. And at the end of the day, mate, that is what you want. Now, last thing you want is a dud. It's also why I went from, I'm waffling about my car. I'm doing a model. I'm waffling about my bloody car. I went via a car yard rather than a reputable car yard. You got to be see all these little caveats, because it comes with warranty and capped price servicing and yada yada yada. This is going to be a very small piece of blue tack. So yeah, ticked all the bells and whistles. I thought to myself, I thought Rob, I said love, I said pet. Actually, no, I didn't. But you get the idea. Ultimately, I purchased, and I'm quite satisfied with said purchase. Now, these little ones are going to be very tricksy. what I think I'm best. Come here, you. Yeah. There's going to be bits that are going to be needing touching up, but this is all good. It is coming together. Come together. Oh dear. Whichever beetles are dead would be turning in their grave. And those that are still alive would probably be considering it after that little effort. Oh, for fuck's sake, get off my finger. Actually, I know what I could consider here. There's two ways I could go about this. Just mask that entire strip. And then... or I can continue with this. Okay. What we're going to do, for ease of practicality, we're going to airbrush most of it. And in some areas, we'll be going in for a little bit of detail because we're going to need to do that anyway. I'm probably just making my life harder than it needs to be. Right. Now, so let's have a bit of a different angle on that one. So we'll do a little bit there, a little patch there. Actually, I might even mask off that entire area and detail that by hand. Right. Yeah, I think that's probably the smart way of doing it. In fact, that's definitely the smart way of doing it. All right, let's do this, guys. Been and done, Sharky. I have both a B17 and a 2-lane casters. I did the recently completed the Memphis Belle B17F. And I also have done Lancaster B3S for sugar and a dam busters, because you got to do a dam busters. That's too thin. Well, you don't got to. I chose to. Now, let's see how much about there. I reckon. All right. So length we'll go for. Yeah, I have toyed with the idea of, actually, here's a good way of doing it. One day just going for a bit of a stroll through my completed kits and doing like an upload on YouTube of that. If you want to see my stuff, your best option would be to go onto probably my Facebook page, I would suggest. Rob the Builder. You'll see the picky of my whatchamacallit. Just like the banner on the screen at the moment, you'll see that. That's me. And in the albums, you will find my various builds. Now, some of them, including my very first one, my very first kit that I ever built, once I started doing this with a bit more focus than as a child, was the Spitfire Mark 1A of John Dundas out of the Airfix Dogfight Doubles kit. And looking at it, seriously, as someone now who has a better understanding of what's involved, it's not a bad effort. As a first up, I mean, single-engined aircraft are a good first thing to go to, I think, purely because, excuse me, purely because they are, well, fairly straightforward all up. And as, oh, that wasn't meant to happen. When I'll get you 10, I'm going to wind up with blue tack on my toe. Anyway, yeah, because they are pretty simple. Depending on the kit you get, I hasten to add, like there's a couple of the ones I'm building at the moment. I'm going to put that, or put more blue tack back in there once I've gotten the rest masked up, I reckon. Would be the easy way to do this. Tape for the bits that I want masked up, and or stuff like this, and then blue tack other bits. Now we'll go. Anyway, but you'll also find, what else have I got? So far I've only got aircraft up, I think. Yeah, I have. But there's my bombers. I've got there's 4 109s, P47. Yeah. So that'll give you a bit of a look at more of what I've done. And you'll find bombers and stuff there. Now, at the moment, I'm a bit, I don't know, over the bombers thing is quite the right way of wording it, but I've done a few of them. And what I'm doing at the moment is more about, yeah, it's not going to mask properly. I need to go a little higher. Take me higher and higher. Oh dear. That's the side I need it to be on. So I can go into there we go. That's going to make it a bit more likely to have the effect I wish. Yeah, good. Yeah. At the moment, I'm in the process of building what I'm calling the Mustang shelf, hence the car and the aircraft. Yeah, BF109's a German, mate. My YouTube name is Rob the Builder. Nice and easy. Now, I'm trying to think what else you'd find me on. You can track me down on Instagram, but a lot of my posts, actually, no, you find some recent ones that are just my completed works. You'll find them in there. So Instagram's another option if you got that. I don't really do Twitter anymore. I have, yeah, we'll leave that discussion there. There we go. Now, but if you were on Twitter, you could find me. I refuse to call it X. You'd be able to find me there. Hey, Big Racer, how you doing? Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Sharky. Yeah. Anyway, so this is where you can find my bits and or bobs. Now, see if I've got an itchy ear. Now, after this, I don't think there's actually that much. There's bits on the interior here. This has got to be this dark, uber dark grey color, as does this area here, but not in here, obviously, or down there. Now, what's my next thing? That was it. Now, do I want to do that with tape? Let's see how we go for width here, shall we, kids? 1, 2. Could do it that way. I think it's just going to be easier if I use blue tack. Well, that's the theory. We'll see how that rolls out. Almost literally, in fact. Let's see. Then there's two little spots on the front. That'll be at least this bit masked up. Actually, yeah, that is definitely going to be the easy way of doing it, isn't it? Look, that's what you want to have happen. Get the toothpick, which is always a sorry, Big Racer. I'm having a bit of a chortle at fastball and then fastback. Yeah. Yeah, all of this was inspired by, and David's heard the tale many a time. He's about to get a bit of a rerun, poor bugger. By a toy I had as a kid. I found it. I can't remember whether I went actively searching or it just came up as a for you sort of a thing. But it was pretty much, was it the Mura? Either way, I've got pretty much the exact toy that I had as a boy. And it inspired me to go, you know what? I should build that. Then as I thought about it and expanded my idea, I'm actually going to be doing 2 cars, 3 aircraft, and I have a Mustang horse to boot. And the toy, of course. So, yeah. Once it's all completed, I'll be able to do a show and tell, I guess. There you go, Fred. How you doing? Now, but yeah, there's a bit to be done first. I am really enjoying this kit on the whole, I must say. It's the detail access is, or options on detail are pretty nice, and I'm a fan. There we go. Now, one last little bit, which hopefully will stay there, but I think it's a bit of a good luck with that moment. And it's going to cover way too much, but right, come on, off you come. It's going to be so tiny. This is where probably liquid mask could be handy. But what it is, I'm trying to cover here. Oh, did it. That's where the glove compartment latch is. Now, what I might do is, give me a moment. I don't need them on there anymore. Don't think. No, I don't. Definitely don't. Put them back around there. And when we brush, do it there. Boom. Nice and easy. Now that's that one. Now, next on our agenda, we have no agenda today. Now, yeah, all this sort of stuff, that's hand brush action. What do we have here? Part 81. This is the stuff on here that needs to be bam, 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 bamachi, bam, bam. More hand brushing. Most of the car door. Now, is that really dark grey. And that too shall require a bit of masking. Now, that's, oh yeah, I see. I see, said the blind man. So the doors, ultimately. Anywhere else I need to go? Hand brush. And I think that would be about it. looks like it. Certainly as far as we've only got a couple of spots to prep up for airbrushing. Aha. Roof and interior here. Boom. So we've got to set up for that. I would suggest we're possibly not going to get onto the actual brushing today, depending on how long this process takes. Excuse me while I make silly noises. All right. Boom. Yeah, this is actually it's my second. I still haven't finished that. I have a I have a whatchamacallit. Yes, that's the technical name, I believe. Oh, whatchamacallit, yes. Hasegawa Advan 11. I've just got to put the hole on. It's just been very lazy. So this is technically my second car. I'm pretty happy with how it's coming along. Now, I might want to just go with... Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Now, some of this will be quite straightforward, actually. I think, maybe. Yeah. Now, well, has the capacity to be quite straightforward with a bit of assistance from the toothpick. There we go. Maybe, yeah. Yeah. Every time I say yeah, I'm reminded of that scene out of, for those who have seen the movie Legend with Tom Hardy, where he's playing the Cray brothers. And it's just the way that, as Ronnie, he's delivering that rather menacing yeah with regards to someone they're trying to do a business transaction with. Well, they're just there as purely threat value. Certainly Ronnie is. Let's face it, brains wasn't his strong suit. Actually, that's not true. It's just he was mentally unstable and shouldn't have been out. Now, oh, yeah, nice one. Actually, on the topic of car kits, I've got another one en route, as it were. By which I mean, I have purchased, well, by which I mean, obviously I do have one, a Italeri Mercedes 540K. Now, the thing about the 540K, it's a 1930s luxury wagon, is that I'm going to try and upgrade it. You can mod it up, or you can't. It's not made to do that, but I'm going to mod it to, now I've got to get the designation correct, but ultimately 12 540Ks were modified with extended chassis and for the Nazi high command. So given that there was only 12 of them ever made that way, it makes it a bit more, well, pretty rare car. And yeah, it's a bit land along the way. And I wouldn't be building that till next year anyway. But I've got that coming. Now, I also have the capacity to build Hitler's aircraft and Himmler's, or Himmler's, either or. And I have a Condor. I'm actually quite happy to do that. My only concern being I don't want people thinking I'm a Nazi. As I said to somebody just the other day, I might be a psychopath, a serial killer, and sometimes a female impersonator, but I am not a Nazi. So yeah, but doesn't mean I got, like I said, with the Merc thing, it's a whole rarity of the car. So I'm getting into cars a wee bit. I've got a whole stack of other kits that I'm going to be building. I have plans. I have a cunning plan to build there's something else I could take you through as a different sort of just perusal. Let me count how many other cars do I want to be building. There's the Miura, there's the Volvo, there's the Dub, and there's the Mini Cooper S. So yeah, what I'm basically doing is building, in one instance, the car, I'm going to do it up the way I want. In fact, two instances in a sense. But I used to own a 240 GL Volvo, and it was a great car. And if things had panned out slightly differently, what I'd wanted to do was actually pimp it out heavily. Make it, paint it black. Drop a chunky sports engine in it, and yeah, a whole stack of other detailing. Now, in the final analysis, that didn't happen. But I can build it on a scale model kit. I'm gonna. I'm also going to be building one of my other favorite toys aside from the Mustang was my Lamborghini Miura. Oh yes, that was a special one. And I'll be as you can gather, the Miura I've got the kit for that one. Then I've got a V-dub, and what I want to do with that one, I always wanted to have a V-dub that had that I'd paint blood red and give all the insignia for it to be the Red Baron's aircraft. Somebody did quite sensibly point out to me, yeah, and how long do you, well, somebody totally keys it or butchers it because they think you're a fucking Nazi. And I thought about that. I thought, they're right. So I didn't do it. But again, this is where modeling comes into its own. Then one of my favorite movies when I was young was The Italian Job. Not this remake nonsense. I mean the proper Italian Job. With Michael Caine, real Mini Cooper S's. Not the BMW ones. And so I'm going to build one of them. Yeah, these are the plans for my cars. So yeah, now how are we traveling on the time front? 33:54. We've been on. What was the point? Okay, it's now 7:05. And there we go. That's that all masked up on that front bit. This is going to present some issues, but that's okay. That's okay. We will work it out. We will work it out. And we're going to go about a bit further up there. There we go. There we go. This side now. And then we'll go zip, zip, zip. And that'll be that masked up. Then it's the side of the Ah, yes. There's a bit to be masked up here. That shouldn't be too hard either, though. Then there's the car interior. Well, this is the car interior, but the roof and stuff. The hull area. I'm not talking about the town in the UK when I say hull. Today in the hull area. That's my best BBC presenter voice or journo voice. Alrighty. Now, I do need to be somewhat onto the time. I have a early appointment, but again, we'll see how we travel when it comes to getting this brushing done. It may yet happen. Now, where did I put my scissors? Rob. Get them out of the way for the time being. I don't need them there. These are the exhausts, I believe. Now, give me a moment. Let's have a gander in here. Really? Really? You know they're right in front of me, don't you? Oh, this was looking for the other day. Leave that discussion there. Fuck's sake. Where have I put them? Where have I put them? Oh, really? It's not like I don't have a few pairs. Jesus. What the devil? I mean, really now. Give me a moment. This one is going to tear it. I don't want to do that. I would like to be a bit neater than that. All right, be damned till I spot them. Which means I know they're right in front of me. Hang on. Yes. Meanwhile, I've got a toothpick wanting to play escapee. Now, you come here. We are going to go across here. Ayo, not quite getting my. There we go. There we go. Ah, now you. There we go. And up you come. Now, oh, hey, Dr. Mercenary, how you doing, man? Now, where did I put? Here I put. Now, we are getting places on this. As always, this is why I'm thinking we might be able to get this dark color actually done with the masking as well, because in the final analysis, it's not the brushing that's going to take the time. It's usually the cleaning. Now, it's in the cleaning for the brush. So if I get this done soon-ish, come here, you. Okay, it's going to be toothpick time. Are you little? There we go. No, we don't. There we go. No. You know what? I'm just going to get a toothpick. Come here, you. There we are. Yeah, baby. That was a bit more filly than it needed to be. Never mind. Now, the next part should be fairly straightforward, you'd hope. That's what I thought about the entire operation initially. Look how that's panned out. I'll turn that around that way. It hasn't torn nicely the way I might want it to have done. Now, do I need to go around that way? No, good. Bit more on this side. Around the outside, and then just along the edges there. That's this done. And a little zip up through there, I would suggest. Well, actually, that'll do it quite nicely. Go in you go. Don't lie to me. In you go. Well, that's going to cover nicely up there. Give us a bit of a lock on that to hold it all in. So that's come up quite well. Those side edges now. Well, no, we'll go the thin piece would be the better bit. What's that from? I have a notification apparently. I've been recognised. What as being a hell of a guy? I don't know. These are the things. I think it's one of those Facebook top whatever. And all you've done is hit like on a thing a few times. Whatever, man. Yeah. Probably need to do a bit of a tidy up of the paintwork on the side there, I'd say. Do I want to consider tidying that up now with tape? Possibly. Possibly. Why? Just because. Now, my other option is just to go be damned and paint. There we go. Gotcha. Get our toothpick and in we go. Stop that. There we go. Boom. One of them, then the other edge, and then we've got that done. My, it's been quite the saga, this masking caper. Looking at the time, we won't. No. But I might airbrush this color in my own time, depending on various factors. Tomorrow I want to do the P51B. Now I'm trying to think we're up to almost completing the interior of that. There we go. That's on the inside. There's a song there if I think about it for long enough. Something about that was the theme song of a long-running Australian Jail drama. It's very popular over here. I think it's somewhere overseas for some reason too. Prisoner. It was set in a female prison. It's very popular for some reason. Anywho. Right, that's that one ready to go. Now, doors. Okay, now. Bow, bow. Let me just have a quick gander at. Tell you what we might be able to get done, depending on my primary objective here, as I said, is the interior, or masking up. Now, if I have time, maybe hand brushing will occur, but I'm not so hopeful about that either now. Okay, so what we'll do here. Ha. Here's what I'm ha-ing about. I'll show you. I find it kind of, I don't know what the word, quite correct adjective for it is. But I need to zoom in just a little for this. You'll notice on this door, being the passenger side door, there is something that you will, well, you do see them in modern cars, but the less of a thing, as it were, ashtray. To me, they're almost a thing from a bygone era, because of course these days nobody wants smoking in the car and da 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 and yada yada yada. It's not something that particularly affects me, but in terms of, well, I'm probably just going to go 2 bits of tape here, I'd say. I don't smoke cigarettes, so you know the extent to which it could bother me is pretty limited. Now, okay, let me just check something for a moment before yeah, there it is. Oh no, that's not the one I'm looking at. So if that's that way, and it is right, supposed to be there. I'm just looking at the wrong piece. I'm not looking. I'm just not seeing it. It goes right by. Not seeing it. There's a thing there that's supposed to be that ashtray, and I'm not seeing the mark out for it. Unless I am, for some reason, no, I'm not looking at the wrong spot. It's a bit grumpy making. I don't want to be arbitrary about it. It's not marked out unless that's it there in the door itself. No, it wouldn't be. That's a bit frustrating because I've got it marked out on the assembly sheets, but not on the actual door. Robin. Okay, well, I'm not going to get too phased about it. There's not a lot of point in doing so. Now, the 2 areas we need to mask up for this are. Get that out of the way. along here. Let's just measure that out roughly. There. Come here, you little. Why, you little? Now, this will go in this side. It'll be easier. There we go. And along. Oops, a daisy. There we go. Up and along. All right. And next. Get this tape off my finger. We will measure out a bit more. Same drill. Now, into here. A little bit more there. And then we'll do the same sort of taping there, and then we'll get the blue tack out on them. And then they're done. Oh, hey, Sydney, how you doing? Ha! One thing I've got to say about the bigger scales is they certainly give the options on a lot more details. And I kind of like that. And you get better options on you can airbrush far more of it, giving you a much nicer finish. That's the theory. There we go. I think a bit higher actually. Dope. There we go. Right, that's that one. Now we'll do this one down here. That's blue tack time. Wish I could see that ashtray that was supposed to be there. Rubbing. Never mind. Yeah, certainly the bigger ones, because if you're not doing that, it's going to be glaringly obvious. And that's the whole thing. And I think that's kind of cool. Not quite. No, I'd prefer to be a little long there, if anything. Dope. There we go. Maybe. Yeah. Better. Bit more along there, and we are done on the tape front of that. And then it's, as I said, a bit of blue tack. And we done. Hang on a moment. No, it's at the back. Okay. Rubbing. Still not seeing that thing that's marked out on the assembly sheets, but not on the, can't see it on the, whatchamacallit, actual part. Which is a bit, oh, hey, GB, how you doing? Now, just going to trim that about. There we go. Just a little bit up the top here. We'll see that attended to, I would suggest. And then, as I said, it's blue tack time. Get this off my finger. Get off of there. My fingers are getting leathery. That's because I'm playing bass a lot. Just noticing you can actually start to feel it in comparison to the other hand. It's guitar hand. What can I tell you? Now, okay. Yeah, I would say the odds of us getting any airbrushing done today are not so flash, but I might see about doing it in my own time because it'll be a few days before I go on a stream with this. So depending on a range of factors, where's the edge of this gone to? Come on, there we go. In fact, I may even do it today, although that's probably, what's tomorrow? Wednesday. Wednesday's looking good. Appointment-wise. Thursday, although I have swimming. The trials and tribulations of fitting such things in, kids. There we go. Now I'll just slice that off. That's fine. You get off of there. Now. Finally. Get off of my finger. Is the tape equivalent to pull my finger as a game? I don't know. Now, a mouthful of coffee would be good. Oh. Now then, once I've got this done, it's masking the hull up. Just had a sudden thought, as I do. Masking the hull up. Bet the people on the Titanic wish they could have done that. Ooh, is that poor taste? I'm not sure. That's too big for the button thing there, but might be an alright size of that. It's a bit big, but it's okay. I don't mind that much. I really don't. Purely by virtue of... I'll do a few little tidy-ups anyway. Dearie me. I haven't done the yellow coat yet. What I did do, you kept going, settle pedal, was I purchased another yellow that I kind of liked. I was at the shop and I had a bit of a goosey gander. and other yellows. And I think I found one I like. Oh, that'll do us. All right, that's that done. I'll actually give me a moment. Which one was it? This one. This is actually give me a bit of a chance to mix it. This is actually a Revell yellow, but I don't mind it as a color because it's got that. It's quite dark and it's quite a strong yellow without looking. I mean, I've got other options here as well. I've got this yellow, but this one's a bit more mustardy in my eyes. Yellow again. So I've got options here. There's this dark. That's a darker one again, but I think. But you see, there's this one though. I rather like the looks of that one as the yellow. This is a standard yellow. You see, that one's looking a bit, no, to me. These two have got a lot more on them. I kind of like that one. That's a little more, not quite. It's darker, but too dark. Along the way, I also have trainer yellow, but that's more something I'd prefer to use. That's the sort of the yellow you get on the tip of your aircraft, and gelb, but no. I'm thinking this is going to be our goer. AN yellow. It's actually said a rail yellow, but it looks kind of nice. So yeah, there we go. That's what's going to roll. Now the color we're masking up for, that we're going to be airbrushing next is this one, this really dark grey. Now, give me a moment. Here's the hull. Now, our dark grey is going to go most of the area in here. There we go, off you come. Oops, missed a spot there. It doesn't really matter. This is just the undercoat anyway. And boom. I think. Not quite boom. Although I can just quite happily leave that there actually. Because what our next option here. Yeah, that's what I'm rolling with. The one on the right you were talking about is, give me a moment. That one, I believe. Yeah, I'm happy with that. To me, it's a good solid yellow. It's, again, when you compare it to, say, your standard yellow, which is a bit it's not properly mixed, but you get the drill. Others of them are a bit too bright. That's about where you want it to be in my eyes. And obviously, I'm gathering by your comment, you would concur. Okay, now this should be quite a straightforward op, actually, on the masking caper. Because all I really need to do here, hang on, is that. Ah, there it is. Right. Hang on, maybe. Let me just check something for a moment, guys. No, that's not where it is. There's a little thing here. I thought, right, found it. No, I haven't. Either way, matters not. No, it is that one there. There's a little thing right there. They've drawn it there. It's actually there. We'll put a bit of blue tack there as well. Now, most of this should be a fairly easy piece of masking for us because we're going to be airbrushing from here into there. So, what we do, first I'm going to get that blue tack on that little spot that I want. Now, once I've gotten all of this masked, I will be winding up the stream. Now, as I said, I might see about give me a moment. Airbrushing this off stream. I'm sure you've seen me airbrush before. I'm sure you've seen lots of people airbrush before. So it's not like it's going to be any exciting thing to witness. And if I get it done, we're one step closer to getting our car completed because our next color is the interior leathers. Now that's done. Now, getting to this one, this we can hammer with big bits of tape for the most part because we're doing the inside, not the outside. That's way too much. Actually, what I can do there, nice and easy. Slip. And here. And what we'll do, once you've gotten all this masked up, is we will make this upside down on a plinth like that. So we just go pretty much. We don't need, when we do it, we won't be adding sound effects, by the way. But we will be spraying. That's the bottom line here. We'll do that. Boom. Now, I'm doing this just to keep that aluminium bit. Actually, here's the easy way of doing that. Just to keep our aluminium free of this interior color. There we go. Now we'll go across there. Now, no, I don't want you there. Off you come. I want you going at 90. No, not even that far back. No. Inconvenience. There we go. That's probably going to be fine. There we go. Now, oh yeah. Boom. And finally, across and across And I might even splay that out just a little to help facilitate getting in. When I do this, I will need to hit from that angle as well, I'd say, to get it all sweet, reed, and petite. Anyway. Actually, that would be a good angle to go from as far as the piece of brushing is pretty much straight here. Yeah, that'll work nicely as an operation. Like, and you don't need to put it on a plinth. That's unnecessary. And splatch. Almost. All right. And redone. All righty. Now, tomorrow it'll be P51 time. I just noticed something very cool on the assembly sheets. I'll show you. Scope this out. I'll zoom in just so you can see what I'm going. What's a bit good about. Here we go. Look at this. They show the dash goes into these two designated slots on the on the sideboards, and what's really cool about that is that means it will lock in nice and neatly, and you'll know it is in exactly the spot. The Hasegawa wasn't that kind in that regard. This one clearly is, and there is much rejoicing. Alrighty. Anyway, tomorrow it's P51. Now, I don't think... Yeah, we're out. That there's... This boom, I totally got to get a new one. I don't think that there's any airbrushing we'll be doing on. I think it's just final detailing on the interior and hopefully deckling. I'll have to have a goosey gander a bit later on and see how that pans out as to what we're doing. But ultimately, it'll be interior work. I'd like to get that finished tomorrow, or if not finished, at least set such that we can do the deckling on it the next day and get it all achieved. That's the theory. Alrighty. Thank you for watching, guys. I do genuinely appreciate it. Now, if you're a first-time viewer, you know what I'm about to suggest you do, don't you? Follow, like, or subscribe. If you didn't see that one coming, you're just not paying attention. Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And again, we come to follow, like, or subscribe. Okay, now tomorrow, as I said, P51B time. We're going to look at getting the interior up to scratch so we can start main assembly. The great joy of single-engined aircraft is you do the interior, you slap it together, and it takes you. Oh, that'd be great, Dr. Mercer. We'd be pleased to see you tomorrow. I'll be on at a similar time. I'll probably be starting a bit later because, well, for much the same reason as a canine licks its gonads, because it can. And the reason I started early tonight. My pleasure, David. Only reason I started early today was because if I didn't, I wouldn't get a stream in. Alrighty. So, at the end of the day, we know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow at a similar sort of a time. And we all know the drill. All that's left to say is that I'll be back tomorrow at a similar kit time and on the same kit channel. And hopefully I'll catch you good people then. See yous.